Bombshell news as Entertainment Tonight is reporting that Amber Heard is leaving acting. That's right, she's quitting. She is done. After her brand new movies flop, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And when I say worse, you may be thinking it can't get much worse than making 184 euros on its opening night in Europe. But yeah, it's so far pulled down 702 euros. That's in its total run so far, which is only about 65 times less than AH made for the movie. And she made a paltry sum at only $65,000. That's right. It's gotten so bad, in fact, that the actors attached to this project, the same ones that built up AH, they wanted to give you a lecture about a movie. Now they're throwing fits when people call this a flop. Yep, quitting acting. You and I, we're going to talk about this today. This is fun times. This is fun times indeed. All right, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. So Entertainment Tonight dropped an absolute bombshell saying, hey, you want to see that last movie that AH is in? Telling you she's done. She is out. Again, confirming what I've been saying for a while now. She is blacklisted in Hollywood. There is no more work to get. Now, they not only lead with that statement, but they market with it as well, telling you, hey, that movie that is flopped bad and is getting worse, it's going to release in the United States. That's going to be her one last movie that she's starring in. You might want to look that thing up. And really, you have to wonder if that's because the flop her movie has intensified to the point that when you look at the rating out of 1 out of 5, it has a 1.5 out of 5 ratings so far. Yeah, and when you look at that box office right now, 702 euros. It is in one theater right now. I mean, you talk about a disaster that just keeps getting worse. I mean, it is it. Now, what makes that even crazier is that's a display of the marketing prowess that AH and AH's PR and supporters, they can bring to task, with them admitting they have been trying to buy up seats. I mean, you can see them talking about it here. 4 in the Fire, not my favorite genre of film, but where she has shown love and respect. So far, I have bought 6 tickets over 2 playings, 3 seats at each performance in the front row of a UCI cinema in Milan. I think the film is only showing in 5 Italian cinemas, and I imagine to find one. I don't want to get in anyone's way who is actually attends, so I bought seats people would be unlikely to buy unless the cinema is rammed, which it wasn't last night. Only 3 other seats had sold. I mean, they're telling you, they're trying to make it a success. And despite that, no one will back. No one cares. I mean, all of those narratives, they were a flop. You can see it when you look this movie up too. I mean, here's a showing on a Tuesday. How many seats have been bought? 4. That's right. 4, an entire theater for it. Here's another epic showing. This is for the day after. And man, look at all those sales. Just kidding. There's only one there. The reviews for this thing have been an epic disaster too, which is really funny considering the reviews say that AH, she had an opportunity for artistic revenge after the legal vicissitudes of JD. But guess what? Unfortunately, here the story, it leaves one perplexed, and well, it's filled with stereotypes. It wants to be all of these great things, but you know what it isn't? It isn't great at all. Now, this is a massive sore spot for certain people that promoted AH hard and are part of this film, and it's amazing how salty they get when you have people that point out this thing failed. They give every excuse in the world. But really, I mean, this thing is flopping for one reason and one reason only. Her. And really, the way that they came out with not only supporting her, but attacking everyone out there, saying, yeah, you got to do this or else. Look at this exchange here. So you have them post a picture of her, of the movie, but of her as well. And you have a response here saying, yeah, there's a collection of 194 euros. Actually, it's 184 euros, but what a flop. So this was about opening day. They get a response saying, beyond tastes, what you like there. I find this comment really in poor taste. Why is it in poor taste, by the way? Many people worked on the movie. Your blind hatred reveals only smallness and obscenity. Isn't it amazing? Like I said, people will point the finger at you. They will say, oh, look at all these people. Look at what she went through because of you. Yeah, that's amazing considering what she is. You have a person comment back saying the comment is in bad taste. Why? The film currently has one of the worst openings all time. And that's true, by the way. I mean, if you look at its opening there, it is beyond atrocious. It's not our fault that, we don't support it there. Ask yourself, where are your fans? Or ask yourself, where are the fans of the superstar AH? Why does it seem like your own producers have abandoned you? I'm politely express my opinion. The movie is a flop. You can get mad about that all you want. That's not going to change. Now, of course, the excuses come out of the woodwork then. We can't do anything about it. We can't promote it and on. Yeah, it got plenty of promotion. Plenty of it. I mean, the mainstream media, they dedicated weeks to talking about this movie. What did you get with that? You got less than $1,000. I mean, that's really where you're setting. All of this, of course, has led to, Entertainment Tonight posting about this, saying AH is starring in The Fire. And of course, they tell you, hey, watch the trailer for AH's final film before leaving acting. So they're telling you, yeah, she's done. She quit acting. Not quit Hollywood, not walked away, not as mounting a comeback and more. She is out the door. I mean, that's interesting, isn't it? It's almost like these shill networks, they know something that they're not admitting. That's the fact that she's blacklisted, she's done, and this movie, it flopped. Well, it just cements that because she will never get any bigger than she is now. But anyway, let me know what you think about this. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. I can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel, by the way? Yeah, links are in the description. It helps out, too, to share and more, so make sure that you do. And again, thank you. Appreciate you. See you soon.